Today again, there's a 10 a.m. concept. We pulled back. So always remember the 10 a.m. concept. So that was a short. But then it was failing and we were short in the community. And then came this fade pump on Putin. Putin pump came right here on this big candle. And when we pushed into the 512, this is where we shorted it again. I told everybody to short it, to short this Putin pump. This was a 10 a.m. short. We were long on a bunch of things at open, but then the 10 a.m. flush came and we take profits at 10 a.m. If you were long and you did not take profits at 10 a.m. and you got stuck, then you're not listening to my education. Nobody in my community got stuck here. We were long in the open. We took a 10 a.m. profits. Then few traders were short, but then I gave a short right when the Putin news came in. More than what you think about politics, it's more about the 512s. The trade came to us at 512s right here. That's where I said 512 short versus 48. That was the QQQ short. That went on to run from 488 to all the way to 480. The 487 puts went crazy on that midday setup. So these are the setups you wait for. You do not force, because we were in downtrend and that was a downtrend pullback. And that's where the lot of puts went from $2 to $7, more than 200% mover. $1,000 options turned into 1,200-1,500 options just from the repeatable setup. So that was a beautiful trade. And look at the move. That was a midday short. Now comes our calls. As soon as we saw the push, I told everybody exit shorts, 512's call. Powell might have said something good. If VIX breaks that level, you play the calls. So that was a long spike QQQ call from 512s here all the way to the MTF cloud. Nice little 100% move on the options again. You long here on the call, you take your profit, you exit here. If you trade here, you chop. This was your trade. And some of the traders panicked on this red candle. I said, do not panic. We need the 512s to hold. This candle held it. And then there was this flag breakout alert I sent, and then we pushed towards the MTF. So this was just a pullback to get back in. And from that trade, 484 calls. On that calls, they went from $3 all the way to 8. These were the market index NASDAQ future calls. This was the meta call. So as from the market there, call was happening. I gave everybody the alert to play the calls. I gave the stops on the right there here. So stops were 608 and the first target was 619. Second target was 620, 625. All of the target mets and the 610 calls went 200% on that call. It's a simple call setup. Meta went on to push to 325. So those calls went for $4 or $5 all the way to $17. 200% gain on those. Netflix was another call. So you could literally play any call, guys. It doesn't really matter. Netflix was initially a short for us in the morning. It was one of our top day two short, and it was a short into the gap fill. Always remember the charts. Gap fill yesterday. That's why we're watching. It gave us a short from 900 all the way to 860. So nice short in the morning. Easy fades from the rejections, and then came the Netflix calls, and that's when I sent out an alert on Netflix 512 call. Netflix 512 push. The 874 was the stops. The target was 890. Then we kept moving our stops up towards 877. Then our final target on Netflix was 890. You can trade shares. You can trade leverage ETFs. You can trade next week options.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.